Good morning. I am about 4 minutes early today, so as always, if you're watching in recording, you're welcome to fast forward about 4 minutes or stay with us through our hellos. Good morning, Jean. Good morning, Yanni. We have baby company this morning. Good morning, Gina. People who are renting the house next door have an adorable baby. Very loud though, but it's okay. Practicing the sound perception. Sound is not inherently good or bad. And even though it's challenging for me, I welcome all the sounds. All right, guys, it is time for us to start. And for the past several sessions, we explored different sense perceptions as objects of our practice. We did it with sound, sight, and touch consciousness. Of course, there is another sense perception, taste, and I'll invite you to explore it on your own while you're eating something, since I'm not sure if everybody now has some kind of food to savor in this moment. I'll just post the basic instructions for taste perception meditation in the newsfeed, and you can do it whenever you can. And today we'll move on in Pema Chodron's book, How to Meditate, and discuss how we tend to operate from fixed ideas and what can be done about that. It is said that all deep satisfaction, all happiness, all spiritual growth, all feeling of being alive and engaged in the world happens in this realm of dynamic flow when we connect with the fluid, changing nature of things. But we are so quick to attach our fixed ideas about ourselves, others, and situations that we kind of freeze everything in our mind. For example, we call something anger, but it also has a physical component, it has a visual component, it has a storyline, it has a texture, and even a color. Nothing is as solid as it seems. And we see that what we call anger is very fluid when we really look into it. And the anger moves, it changes if we stay with it. If we use the energy of the anger as our object of meditation, it inevitably points us to impermanence and change, to realizing that transiency is the true nature of reality. And if you want to experience this dynamic flow firsthand, all you have to do is practice being present with just one thing. It could be breath, any sound, an emotion. That's the way to do it. Pema Chodron says, in some way, all of us are at least 5-minute fundamentalists. Rather than being with the flow, we have a fixed view of somebody else, a fixed view of a brother or partner, a fixed view of ourselves, a fixed view of a situation. And there is so much clunkiness in the whole thing. If you think about it, fixing and freezing is so boring compared to the real morphing quality of things. A good example of how we all fix our perceptions is any intimate relationship, whether it's with your partner, your parents, your children, your friends. Pema Chodron says, it might take a lot of persuasion for me to convince you that your mother is not the fixed identity you hold her to be, because every time you think of your mother, she's nothing other than how you've always seen her. Whenever I do this, she does that. Then she says this, and these are her views, and so on and so forth. And then one day, you happen to meet an old friend of your mother's, and it becomes very interesting. When the friend talks about her, it sounds like a completely different person. For example, a friend might say, I love your mom's sense of humor. She's so lighthearted and funny. And you may be surprised because this is not your experience of her. And of course, the fact that your mother has also frozen you in a fixed identity doesn't help the situation. Whether it's your mother, partner, sister, boss, whoever it is, it's usually in intimacy that we most freeze people. But we also do it in whole racial groups, to whole cultural groups, to whole religions, to politicians that hold certain political beliefs. We tend toward getting comfort out of assigning fixed identities to everybody in our life. But all you have to do is this practice of meditation, of simply being present to your experience, whatever occurs, letting it be your friend and support, your ally for awakening. Just coming back, being here, touching in, fully present as much as you possibly can be. Present to going off, to wandering off with your mind. Present to coming back. And you immediately see that nothing is fixed. Nothing is solid except these fabrications created by your mind. These imaginary, fixed identities of yourself and others, or situations or places. And as for the idea that someone in your life has a fixed idea of you, again, keep meditating and you'll be surprised. When something changes from your side and you see how your emotional responses are operating, then something changes in the dynamic between you and the other person. Something new can be revealed. locking into a fixed way of seeing things, of course, gives us a sense of certainty and security. But it's false security, it's false certainty. And ultimately, it's not satisfying at all. The satisfaction that we seek comes from recognizing the inevitable flux and flow and morphing and changing of things. And it comes from the ability to see the organic, true nature of whatever is arising in the present. So today, let's do the practice of focusing just on one thing, as Pema Chodron suggests, to train ourselves in releasing our fixed identities, our fixed ideas, and allowing ourselves to relax into the real flow of life. Take a comfortable position, and as always, take a few moments to settle into your body. Find the posture that allows you to stay alert and at the same time relaxed. Stable base, relaxed legs, relaxed hands. Find the natural length of your spine, the natural openness of your heart. Soften the face. Maybe bring a gentle smile to your lips, to your whole body. Nothing is forced. Everything is easy. As always, you can keep your eyes open or closed. Your breath nice and soft also, completely natural. Don't try to watch your breath like a hawk. It's not about focusing on your breathing, it's about feeling yourself breathe, feeling it from the inside out. No struggle. Letting all the experiences of the present moment, physical sensations, thoughts, emotions, to just flow through you as energy. Now take a moment to decide what you want to choose as the object for today's session. Just one thing. It could be your breath. It could be one of the sense perceptions, hearing, sight, touch. It could be a strong emotion that is present right now. Whatever it is, commit to using this one thing as the object of your meditation now. I will be completely silent for a few minutes so that you can stay with your direct experience of the flow of life as it happens in this moment, as it unfolds in your direct experience. The only instruction is, whenever you notice that your mind wanders off, no worries. Simply keep coming back to that one thing that you chose as the object of your practice today. And notice whatever you notice in the process. Now gently let go of this practice. As always, scan your body. Notice what's going on right now for you. Physically, emotionally, mentally. How are you? And as you go through your day today, I invite you to reflect on what fixed ideas you might have in your life, fixed identities that you assign to people around you, fixed ideas about recurring situations, fixed ideas about yourself, and see if it's possible for you to melt some of these frozen ideas and relax into the real flow of life. As always, if you feel inspired to share your experience, please do so in the comments. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.